Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss B part of Unit 4, that is carboxylic acid derivatives. Now, what are these carboxylic acid derivatives? We know that RC double bond OOH means RCOOH is a carboxylic acid or formula for carboxylic acid. Now, whenever that COOH means the OH from that COOH get substituted by either X means halogen or by OCOR means acyl group or by OR group or NH2 group, then we get different compounds. Okay, just like for example we are saying, suppose ki we are just replace that OH of COH by X, then what we get RC double bond OX. So what is it? It is an acid halide. If it is halide is Cl, then it become acid chloride. Okay, so such type of compounds which are formed only by replacing or substituting OH factor of COOH by halogen or acyl group or amide group, then that formed compound or prepared compound, they are called as a derivative of carboxylic acid, because carboxylic acid is a parent and from that we get that compound, so we call it as a derivative of carboxylic acid. And these compounds simply by hydrolysis get back to their parent compound or parent acid. Okay, now let's see. You can see a chart where you can a tree where you can see that RCOOH, that is a parent acid, is there, that is carboxylic acid. And when that OH gets substituted by X, we call it becomes RCOX and it is an acid halide. If that X will be Cl, then we call it as acid chloride specially. In second case, you can see that we add instead of OH OCOR group and we get the compound which is called as acid anhydride. Then when we replace that OH by OR, then we get the compound which is called as ester. And when we substitute OH by NH2, then we get amide. So all these acid chloride, acid anhydride, ester, amide, they are derivative of carboxylic acid. Okay. Now collectively we saw the nomenclature. We will see the nomenclature. So first for acid chloride, so commonly acid chloride, they are generally named by, suppose we are having HC double bond OCl, so this is acid chloride. It is formed from formic acid, we know that, and that OH from formic acid gets substituted here by Cl. So while writing the name, common name, what we do, we make that formic acid to formyl. Okay, so ic acid we deleted there and we add YL, so it becomes formyl, and we write down the name of that halogen, that is chloride. So in case of the common name of acid chloride, we are writing here for the first compound formyl chloride. You can see the second compound, it is obtained from acetic acid, so we write down acetyl chloride. In case of third, it is obtained from the propionic acid, so we call it as a propionyl chloride. This is about the common name of acid chloride. Now what about IUPAC name? The rules for IUPAC name, they are same, means we are finding the longest carbon chain, then we name we number the carbon in such a way that the functional group, it should be having on the least carbon atom. Now these are the common rules that you know already. Now what about the IUPAC name of acid chloride? While writing IUPAC name of acid chloride, again we are taking example, first example HCOCl. So only one carbon containing alkane is methane, so we write down methane. We just cut that E from methane, or we skip that E from methane and we add oil, OYL, and write down the name of that halide. So it becomes methanoyl chloride. In second case, 2 carbon containing alkane is ethane. We delete that E from ethane and we add OYL, so it becomes ethanoyl. We write down chloride there. In case of third case, we know that it is a propane. Okay, 3 carbon containing alkane propane, we delete E, we add oil, so it becomes propanoyl chloride. So this is about the derivative, and of course if there any substitution is there, we numbered it 1 2 3 4 whatever it is. If more than 2 substitutions are there, then we write down alphabetically. Then ester. So ester is RCOOR. It is a general formula for ester. The first member we are writing here HCOOCH3. Now here you can see that before COO group CH3 is there. So we write down methyl, that methyl there, and remaining is format because it is obtained from formic acid. So while writing the name, we first write down that R group which is attached to oxygen. It is here methyl, and it is obtained from formic acid. Now it is called as a 8 compound, so formate. Then second one is again methyl group is attached to oxygen, so we write down methyl, and it is obtained from acetic acid, so we write down acetate. Then in the third compound you can see C2H5 is attached to oxygen, so we are writing in both the case of actually here carbon is also attached to ethyl group, so we are writing here diethyl ester. Now what about the IUPAC name? Here in the first compound we are taking that 1 carbon alkane, that is methane. We delete that N and write down IL, and then we see what is attached to in case of ester IUPAC name, first we write down again which is attached to oxygen methyl group, so methyl is writing here and now writing 8 word, we first find how many carbon atoms are there. Yes, only 1 carbon is there, so we know that 1 carbon containing alkane is methane, so we write down that methane, then we delete that E and we substitute that E by OATE. So what is the name? Methyl methamate, methanoate. In second compound, that is CH3, C double bond O CH3. Again CH3 group, methyl group is attached to oxygen, so we write down first that group, that is methyl. Now except that methyl we have 2 carbon containing compounds, so 2 carbon containing alkane is ethane, so we write down ethane and we delete E from ethane and we add OATE, OAT. And what is the name now? Methyl ethanoate. In next case you can see that oxygen is attached to ethyl group, so we are writing ethyl first, then we count the number of carbon except that ethyl group, they are 3. So 3 carbon containing alkane is propane, so we write down propane, we delete E and we add OATE, so it is again becomes ethyl propanoate. So this is about the IUPAC name of ester. Now next one is amide. General formula for amide is RC+O NH2. First compound of this amide group is HCONH3. It is obtained from formic acid, so we commonly call it as a formamide, as it is amide. In second case it is obtained from acetic acid, we write down ic acid, we delete and we add amide and we get acetamide. In the third case it is obtained from propionic acid, so we delete ic acid, we add amide, so it becomes propionamide. Then what about the IUPAC name of amide? Simple again, you just find number of carbon atoms. In first case it is only 1, so it is methane, we delete that E from methane and we add amide, so it becomes methanamide. Then In the next case, 2 carbons are there, so we write here ethanamide. In the next case, it is propanamide. Then the last one is acid anhydride. General formula for acid anhydride is RC double bond O, single bond O, single bond C double bond O, O R. No, sorry, not OR, only R. So it is a general formula. The first member, when both the R becomes substituted by CH3. So it is obtained from acetic acid, and therefore it is called as acetic anhydride. In second case, it is obtained from propionic acid. 2 molecules of propionic acid, when condensed, we get that propionic anhydride. Okay. Then in third case, you can see that 4 carbon containing acid means butyric acid is there, and when we condense 2 molecule of this butyric acid, we get the butyric anhydride. Now what about IUPAC name? Whenever IUPAC name is there, we always consider the alkane, number of carbon atoms. So in first case, how many number of carbon atoms are there? Yes, 2 number of carbon atoms, because originally the compound is having obtained from CH3COOH, means it is the initial compound is acetic acid. In acetic acid only 2 carbons are there, and 2 carbon containing compound is ethane, hydrocarbon is ethane, so we cut that E and we add oic anhydride, so it becomes ethanoic. We see only one moiety. In second case, it is a propanoic acid, and in the third case, it is butanoic acid. So this is about the nomenclature of acid chloride, ester, amide, and acid chloride. The next is acid chloride. Now we are just discussing one by one the compounds or acid derivative. The first one is acid chloride. How we prepare this acid chloride? Simply we take that acid respective parent acid. So we are taking suppose acetic acid CH3COOH, and you know that in reactions of acetic acid, when we react that acetic acid with either PCl5 or SOCl2, what happened, that OH portion of OCOOH get replaced by Cl, and same happens here, and what we get acetyl chloride as a final product, HCl, and get removed there form as a byproduct, and SO2 get evolved there. Then chemical reactions of these acid chlorides. First, the acetyl chloride when react with HOH, means water, what happened? It undergoes hydrolysis, and we get the basic or parent acid, that is acetic acid. HCl get removed there. In second case, when this acetyl chloride reacts with alcohol, ethyl alcohol, what happened? Condensation reaction takes place. Small molecule like HCl get removed there, and we get ethyl ethanoate. Okay, it is ester. When this acetyl chloride reacts with ammonia, it forms amide, that is acetamide. Here ammonium chloride get removed. Then when this acetyl chloride react with sodium salt of acetate, then we get acetic anhydride as a final product. Acetyl chloride also reacts with a Grignard reagent. So we are taking example of CH3MgBr. First we get addition compound, immediately that compound is unstable. Immediately that compound undergoes hydrolysis to form acetone. Then in the last case, that is reduction reaction, simple. We know that acetyl chloride when undergoes reduction in presence of LiLH4, it always form ethanol or the primary alcohol. Okay, so these are about the reactions and preparation of acid chloride.